Let us move now to the hearing of the public. And what I would like to do is to have Board Member McManus to share our policy around speaking, the public speaking. He's a member of the policy committee, and so he will just give us an overview. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President. Beforehand, just for future use as well, if you're going to speak, one thing I would ask is that you kindly fill out the entire form, including your address or some kind of contact information, so we have a way, in case you raise a question, to be able to get in touch with you following the meeting. I'm reading aloud a portion of the policy manual entitled Public Participation at Board Meetings. The purpose of the public hearing portion of the business meeting is for members of the public to express viewpoints and public concerns. It is not a forum for resolving pending disputes. It is inappropriate to submit to the board during the public hearing portion of the business meeting any matter involving pending grievances under a labor agreement, pending or imminent disciplinary action against a student or an employee, pending or ongoing labor negotiations, and or any matter which, because of its nature, needs to be discussed in executive session, and any concern that is already settled. The board recognizes its responsibility to conduct business in an orderly and efficient manner, and therefore requires reasonable controls to regulate public presentations to the board. Anyone wishing to address the Board of Education during the hearing of the public portion of the board meeting will comply with the following rules. Number one, complete a request form prior to the hearing of the public and submit it to the Public Information Officer. Number two, when called upon, identify yourself and state your reason for addressing the board. Number three, address the board as a whole through the president and not board members individually. Number four, materials for distribution to the board are handed to the treasurer. Number five, limit remarks to 3 minutes. The president has the discretion to extend the time. When your time is up, you are to stop speaking. Number six, it is inappropriate to address any matter involving pending disputes. I believe that was addressed on the prior page. So thank you, President Walker, and members of the public for being here. Thank you.
Thank you.
David Esrati, 113 Bonner Street. I'm so glad to hear that great things are happening at Dayton Public Schools. That you put that up on billboards should be grounds to have you removed for breaking truth in advertising laws. Because unless you are deaf, dumb, and blind, you're missing the point of why 400 teachers keep coming down here and questioning your leadership. But I can tell you there is a way to make all that true. Resign. All 7 of you. You see, allowing an ineligible board member to do deals with your proxy is grounds for removal from office. From the real estate deals that smelled fishy, to the hiring of the most expensive bidder to do the great things are happening campaigns, to the bus deal, you've been asleep at the wheel. Following prompts from a board member who doesn't even live in the district and hasn't since 2015. I'd like to see the rent receipts for his $500,000 house in the Vandalia Butler School District. Tell us who does live in the mansion. Because sure as bees make honey, Doctor, if he really is a doctor, Adil Baguirov, is in a bit of a pinch. He's registered to vote in a $10,000 house on Maryland Avenue, where he supposedly lives with his business partner, Islam Shakbandarov. He failed to disclose many of his business dealings on his ethics statements. He failed to disclose his maze of shell companies. What we have here is our own version of Henry Hill, here to sell you 76 trombones, who is a carpetbagger who's possibly lining his own pockets with inside deals with CareSource, Miami Valley Hospital, University of Dayton, and even Learn to Earn. Never mind the bus deal. Since you won't do anything about all this, I've taken the next steps to have Dr. Baguirov removed by a judge. The next step is to remove the rest of you by collecting 4,500 signatures. I think the people that were in this room will gladly help me get them in record time. It's time to stop embarrassing the city of Dayton. It's time we had a superintendent and treasurer that actually lead our organization forward. It's time to end the insider deals and stop the loss of staff attrition, which has approached 20% annually. Please do us a favor. Abdicate now, and save yourself the embarrassment. We've already got 13 people running for office to replace 4 of you. Do you need further evidence that the community doesn't approve of your choice in superintendent or how you are running the district? Because once we remove all of you, then we can legitimately claim great things are happening at Dayton Public Schools. Thank you very much.